If you've been following my channel recently, you would know that I am making a reputation for myself as the ratman, because in Hypixel Skyblock, one of my, favorite games of all times, I have collected over 2,000 rats. And if you don't believe me, here's some recording proof. Yap, filler, yap, stuff that's supposed to last in this section. Yeah, look at these cool rats. Rats are cool, I love rats. Yep, lap, yap. Can I get out of here now? Some would call it addiction, but I call it dedication. Get it right, nerds. Yeah, get it right. As well as being able to view my island, you could literally see that there's rat effigies everywhere. So, in this pursuit, I have begun to think of myself as, a little clout hungry as any YouTube would be. I've always wanted to feed that ego within me, get myself out of there. And recently I've been connecting with a lot of fun people thanks to my good friend, King Christonian. This question has struck my mind. I have about 400 and, what is it now, 75 or is it 55? Let me check. It is 75, I believe. Yep, 475 subscribers. And the question struck me, will I reach 1,000 subscribers before I reach 10,000 rats? Because, I'm buying rats on a pretty regular basis. It's becoming a little out of hand. I don't think I even have enough chest storage to store 10,000 rats. If I do, I'm going to have to, spend 10 hours building a giant castle or something to even begin to fathom storing that. But then again, January growth on YouTube is actually horrid. So, to be honest, I could probably get 10,000 rats by the end of the month with my goons supplying me, Big shout out to Why Not, Rat Blast, Trapmaster, and everyone else who has been buying out the auction house of rats, if you haven't noticed. But, January just sucks for YouTube. That's why I'm not even posting that much right now. But watch out for, February and springtime, because it does pick up a little there, because people are getting out of the gyms, they're finally realizing, oh, this is pointless. What am I doing with my life? I don't have to be good. It's not January anymore. No one's holding me to know this. So, once I get people to watch my videos after feeding on their laziness, like any good YouTuber would, I'm actually going to be able to, pick up some traction. Because recently I've been trying to increase my editing quality, right? But I probably chose the wrong, the most horrible, the worst time to ever decide to do this. Because my quality is really good, but every short and video I post just ends up flopping on an astronomical rate. Honestly, if you look at the view count for this one, it's probably even lower than the other videos I posted, just because of how horrible January is. So in retrospect, right, if I'm gonna be going to either 1,000 subs, 10k rats, in retrospect, I'm probably gonna be thinking, wow, I really made it. So either way, it's kind of a win-win. And if you saw the short, which a lot of people didn't because it only got 700 views, I know, astronomical, I'm famous, you would know that if I reach 1,000 subscribers first, I'm gonna host a karaoke night and sing whatever chatters want me to, which is actually gonna be absurd. I honestly kind of like singing. Music is one of my passions. I always try to, listen to some while I'm working. I'm surprised I'm not listening to music here. I just don't want to get copyright struck, right? So I definitely feel like you should go hit that subscribe button, so that way you can feel my never-ending ego that's going on here. Because these videos are hard to make. I don't usually just yap into the camera. I usually do that whenever I'm talking with friends, because I can't shut my mouth. But yapping into a camera is a lot harder, because I just have to stare into my eyes while I record. I just have to look into the reflection of the screen and see the chud sitting here yapping in his microphone. But subscribing and liking definitely makes it much more worthy. And you can help me reach 1,000 subs before the summer, because if I hit 1,000 subs, that is the first milestone. That tells me that I know what I'm doing and I can put myself out there. That's one of my biggest motivations. The second biggest motivation is this sketch of yikes that I have sitting on my desk. I always have someone eyeing me down, guessing what I'm gonna do next, judging me at all times. But 10,000 rats is kind of my ultimate purpose here, because Skyblock gets boring. It gets boring if you just keep doing the same mindless task over and over again. I'd rather do a separate mindless task, like buying rats off the auction house for hours at a time, because at least I'm getting somewhere. I've met Blockit James. I've met Ascent PvP. Yikes changed his profile picture to a sketch I made, the specific sketch sitting on my desk judging me right now. So doing this for the rats has ultimately kind of become my purpose on YouTube and my purpose in Skyblock. I've hosted giveaways, all that. It just means like so much to me at this point that if I don't make it with 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna feel like I wasted this. I'm gonna feel like it's not worth it. But I have a Discord server now, which is awesome, to support my videos, to support my funds for rats. I've gotten so many donations from so many amazing people. You could go join those amazing people by subscribing once again and donating to the cause, you know, because I need rats to fuel my ego. Also, look into his eyes. You can't tell me this guy's not like a cutie patootie. He's a rat. I mean, some people don't like him, but if you train them, they're really funny. They do some really quirky things. But rat pets, I feel like they're undervalued. That's why I've decided to go for 10,000 of them. People will go for like pumpkin collection or something. No. I'm in it for the rats and the clout, I guess, as I've been openly stating. I feel like this is going in circles at this point. So it's pretty out. I'm just increasing this video for watch time at this point. I'm just gonna leave you with the idea of I'm the rat man and you should fuel my never-ending ego. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to my rat talk. Good night.